With these Pro Minute video series, Dr. Klee will share some of his secrets with you on how to become a better flutist. It's called the regular way. This is where the turtle wins the race. The rabbit never wins, the turtle wins. By practicing, you should do the same thing every day, gradually building from a foundation of endurance and then tempo, and then over time, this is how you progress to superior flutist. There's a program of practicing I've been doing for the last 30-some years, and I've also been sharing it with my students. So I'm going to put it on the screen now and let you take a look at it. I think if you look at it, I have several categories here. One is tone studies. That it could be long tones, interval studies, dynamic contrast studies. The second area could be scale studies. All major scales and their arpeggios, all minor scales and their arpeggios. Scales in different intervals such as major thirds, fourths, fifths, sixths, and sevenths. And then the next category would be etudes. And it's important to have a variety of etudes so you cover the gamut of technical exercises. If you're in high school, I would certainly suggest all state literature. The next category would be solos. And I would suggest that you do a variety of solos from the Baroque period, classical, romantic, 20th century. So make sure to do French, German, and Italian. And I think you'll find that this will enhance and develop you. If you're in college or beyond and you're looking at some possible orchestral auditions, I would think you would want to start working on some orchestral excerpts. Now, why is this important? Well, the scales and the scale studies are so important because they build your foundation. Music is mainly built of scales and arpeggios, so the better you can play them, the more prepared you're going to be down the road. Now, here's the trick to this little program. What I do, you want to practice every area every day. I know you're thinking, there's not enough hours in the day. Well, if you listen to my plan here, I think you'll find how it works right here. Let's say you have an hour of total time to practice. If you have an hour of total time, then what I'll do, I'll divide each area up into segments. I may spend 10 minutes on the tone studies, 10 minutes on the scales, 10 minutes on the tonguing exercises, and then I may divide up the rest of the 30 minutes on, depending upon what my needs are, solos, orchestral, or all state. But I do it every day. And I think what's important here is that you do this on a consistent basis, on a regular basis, every day. Okay, why is this? Well, they learned through some years ago that if you don't do things every day on a consistent basis, it never makes it from short-term to long-term memory. And when it doesn't make it from short-term to long-term memory, you just stay frustrated, you don't improve. So it's very important that you do work with it on a consistent, regular basis. So let's say you have 2 hours of practice. Then what you might do, you may do tone studies and scales and double tonguing in the morning, maybe in the afternoon you work on your all-state, your solos, or whatever. And by doing that, you really cover the ground. You start a solid foundation, and it will really be great. I think you'll find if you give this a try, just give it a few months, I think you'll be pleasantly surprised how fast you will progress by trying this. So, you need to give it a shot. I think you'll be very, very happy on the outcome of this. This is Dr. David Klee.